distracting, remember? Hey, good evening. My name is David Red. I am New Hope's favorite son. I was born and raised here, and although I live in Germantown most of the time, I'm here a few nights a week to tend to my goats and enjoy my estate on top of Solbury Mountain. This first song I wrote at the beginning of a tumultuous relationship. It seemed as though we had been in love for many lifetimes, and we were destined to be together. But it was also very clear from the beginning that we were destined to be apart. It's called The Rose Are in Our Favor. Good enough. Face just like a fighter, white thighs like a queen. In and out of your circles, somewhere in between. All the makings of a consort, never be a second wife. Buried in separate graveyards in the middle of my life. Nothing can change the future, generations get lost in time. The rows are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line. Story just like a bad movie, oh, tale as old as time. The rows are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line. There is no happy compromise and no in between. I have too much to offer, but never can't be the queen. I've reverted back to nothing. Small boy who walked away. We walked into that cornfield, and I'm still there today. Nothing can change the future, generations get lost in time. The roads are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line. Story just like a bad movie, oh, tale as old as time. The roads are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line. Our nipples and our necks tell the stories we can't share. The water in your hot tub, the mysteries in the air. Uncle Bobby, he took my money. Auntie Pam, she moved away. We are all just running from the cops that got away. Nothing can change the future, generations get lost in time. The rows are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line. Story just like a bad movie, oh, tale as old as time. The rows are in our favor, never find each other, walking line by line, walking line by line. Thank you. Don't step on that, okay? The next song I wrote in 2019 after my mother died. My mother had lived here for 42 years, more than half of her life. And although this was certainly her home, she was from Texas, and she was through and through a Texan. She kept her accent. And people would come to visit from out of town, and they'd say, "Oh, New Hope's so lovely. We've heard you should drive through, maybe do some antiquing." And she would say, "Oh, you don't want to go into town on the weekend. How with them aimless wanderers walking around? People walk out in the middle of the sidewalk, look around, middle of the crosswalk, look around, turn, go back the way they started. Then the light changes and they get confused and they run back in the middle of the street. Nearly hit them with my truck every time I drive through town. You can't go in on the weekends with them aimless wanderers." This song's called Aimless Wanderers. Town will asleep on any Thursday in the month of May. And if it's rain, you can't forget it. The aimless wanderers stay away. But on the first hot Saturday, you'd think we'd won the war. Convertibles and chopper bikes, man, my mother-loving ears are sore. The townies keep on dying. The borough shot a man. The river, she ain't rising, but there's blood on the sand. The townies keep on dying. The borough shot a man. River, she ain't rising, but there's blood on the sand. The crosswalks, they all disappear when the wanderers flood in, clogging up our town with their ragged spray tan skin, picking up the knickknacks for all the poor folks way back home. They're making memories that will last all summer. It's another summer we'll spend alone, because the townies keep on dying. The borough shot a man. The river, she ain't rising, but there's blood on the sand. The townies keep on dying. Shot a man. River, she ain't rising, but there's blood on the sand. One more time. Townies keep on dying. The borough shot a man. River, she ain't rising, but there's blood on the sand. This last song I wrote at the end of the relationship that I wrote the first song. And I have to preface this song a little bit. If I could, I would have my 16-year-old daughter up here with me. She is a tried and true third-wave feminist who has argued to change policies at multiple institutions to better the lives of women. And she wholeheartedly approves of some of the language in this song. This song is partially inspired by a time when a member of my family used a derogatory expletive against a member of my former partner's family. And it was a very traumatic experience for everyone involved. And nevertheless, somehow it made it into the song. So this song is called Voiceover On. I'm an investor in the flesh. I've seen what you'll become. My truest needs are met. Reaping old that once was young. My body is like a temple made of jelly and cream cheese. Your actions are immune against all my favorite things. Don't be a bitch, Diane. You'll never find a job to reach that wine down off the shelf. Stop being a bitch, Diane. Don't ever compromise. I'll always love your arms. So simple and contrived. Don't be a I've gone to the mountain, I've also played the field, and then I tried to give you everything that I would need. You came back to the table, selling all the same old stuff. That second hand you promised would never be enough. Don't be a bitch, Diane. You just can't help yourself. I'm an investor in the flesh. I've seen where you begin. My truest needs are met. Reaping thick that once was thin. We climbed up to that temple to see the forest for the trees. That boat she kept on rocking, and the sharks began to feed. Don't be a bitch, Diane, you just can't help yourself. You'll never find the job to get that wine down off the shelf. Stop being a bitch, Diane, don't ever compromise. I'll always love your arms. So supple and contrived, don't be a bitch. Thank you. Don't call the police.
It happened with his party one time.
Every time.
But they were nice. Never
Okay.